Dear learners, welcome to the Academy of Commerce and Management. Today, we are discussing the topic theory of cost. In this class, we skillfully explain various types of costs. As you all know, the Academy of Commerce and Management aims to create a community where we can connect, share ideas, and learn from one another. We believe our channel becomes a platform for us to come together and explore our interests. So, if you're ready to embark on this exciting journey, hit that subscribe button. Thank you again for joining us on this adventure. We are truly honored to have this opportunity to share our passion with all of you. So, dear learners, once again welcome to the Academy of Commerce and Management. What is theory of cost? The theory of cost examines both the short-run cost and long-run costs. In the short run, some factors of production are fixed while others are variable. Such fixed costs include rent, insurance, and the like. The peculiarity of variable cost is that it changes with the output level, and it includes raw materials and labor. However, in the long run, all factors of production can be changed, so there are no fixed costs. The theory of cost seeks to explain the behavioral pattern of costs borne by a firm. It studies how costs change with the firm's output level. The main costs studied under theory of cost include fixed cost, variable cost, total cost, and marginal costs. Now, let us explain each of these costs separately. First one is fixed costs. Fixed cost refers to costs that do not change with output. Examples of fixed cost include rent, insurance, or executive salaries. One important thing is that even if a firm yields nothing, it must pay fixed costs. The second type of cost is variable cost. It is the cost that vary directly with the quantity of production. For example, raw materials or wages of production staff. The third type of cost is total cost. Total cost is the sum total of both fixed cost and variable cost. And the last type of cost is marginal cost. It is the total cost of producing one additional unit. The concept of the theory of cost suffers from some limitations. Important among them are, number 1, assumption of ceteris paribus. Many cost theories operate under the assumption of ceteris paribus, meaning all other factors are held constant. In reality, it's challenging to isolate one factor while keeping everything else constant, and changes in various factors can simultaneously affect costs. The second limitation is that short-term perspective. Theory of cost often focuses on the short run, assuming that certain factors, such as technology and input prices, remain constant. In the long run, however, firms have more flexibility to adjust these factors, and the relationship between inputs and costs may change. The third limitation is about homogeneous production inputs. Cost theories often assume that production inputs are homogeneous, meaning there is no variation in the quality of inputs. In reality, variations in the quality of inputs can significantly affect production costs. The next limitation is with regards to the categorization of cost into fixed and variable costs. The fixed and variable cost classification is a simplification. Some costs may have characteristics of both fixed and variable costs, making it challenging to precisely categorize them. And the last limitation is about the constant returns to scale assumption. Cost theories may assume constant returns to scale, implying that doubling input quantities will double output. In reality, returns to scale can vary, and there may be increasing or decreasing returns at different levels of production. Now, let us discuss different theories of cost. The first among them is historical cost theory. Under historical cost theory, costs are recorded based on the actual amounts paid to acquire assets or incur liabilities. It is the most typically used cost theory in practice due to its simplicity and objectivity. However, it is criticized from the ground that it ignores the impact of inflation and changes in value over time. The second theory of cost is the replacement cost theory. Replacement cost theory values assets based on the cost to replace or reprise them at current prices. It reflects current economic conditions better than historical costs. However, replacement cost theory was also criticized from the sense that it can be personal and hard to implement in practice, especially for intangible assets. The third theory of cost is the opportunity cost theory. This theory feels the cost of a foregone alternative in making a decision. It includes the benefit an asset could generate if used for another purpose. Opportunity cost feeds a complete picture of the actual cost of an alternative, but it can be hard to estimate lost opportunity amounts in monetary terms. Another important theory of cost is the sunk cost theory. Under sunk cost theory, only incremental costs that a current decision can influence are relevant. Sunk costs that have already been incurred and cannot be recovered are irrelevant to current decisions. While ignoring sunk costs aligns with economic principles, managers often fall prey to the sunk cost fallacy by justifying the continuation of projects based on prior investments. In addition to this, there are some traditional and modern theories of cost also. First of all, let us discuss the traditional theories of cost. The first traditional theory is job costing. This is the traditional costing method used in manufacturing trades that yield discrete jobs or batches of products. Under job costing, all direct costs and an allocated portion of indirect costs are accumulated for each job during the production process. Job costing feeds an accurate cost for each job. But it is more complex and expensive to implement. The second traditional theory of cost is process costing. This method is used in industries that yield homogeneous products in continuous or mass production processes. Under this, costs are accumulated for each production process rather than for individual jobs. Process costing is simpler and less expensive than job costing, but the cost per unit is only an average and may not be precise. Process costing is typical in chemicals, food, beverages, oil, and the like. Another traditional theory of costing is unit costing. This theory accumulates costs and assigns them to units of product based on direct labor hours, machine hours, or some other cost driver. Unit costing is a simplified version of job costing used when products are similar enough that individual jobs are not distinguished. It feeds a unit cost that can be compared to the selling price to determine profitability. However, unit costs may not reflect the actual costs of specific jobs. Operational costing is another traditional theory of cost. This theory is also called direct costing. Operational costing method focuses only on variable costs that change with activity levels. Fixed costs are thought period costs and are expensed directly rather than assigned to products. Operational costing simplifies calculations and stresses subsidy margin. However, it does not assign complete product costs, which can distort decision-making and profit measure. Another important traditional theory of cost is absorption costing. The whole costing method assigns variable and fixed manufacturing costs to inventory and cost of goods sold. Absorption costing determines a fully loaded product cost but can distort profitability when production differs from capacity. It provides a conservative measure of profit during periods of undercapacity. Last, let us discuss some of the modern theories of cost. Important among them is activity-based costing. As per this theory, costs are assigned to activities first and then traces those costs to products based on each product's consumption of activities. It more accurately captures resource consumption and product costs. Activity-based costing feeds insights into unprofitable activities and products to help improve efficiency. However, it is more complex in nature and costly to implement.
Another modern theory of cost is life cycle costing. This theory considers all costs incurred over the entire life of a product or project, that is, from design and development to production, use, and disposal. Life cycle costing provides a more comprehensive view of total costs to help optimize designs and make trade-offs between higher initial costs and lower operating costs. However, it requires estimating future costs, which can be uncertain. Another important modern theory of costing is target costing. This theory works backward from a desired selling price to determine the manufacturing cost target needed to achieve that price and desired profitability. Trades using target costing aim to design and yield products within cost targets via value engineering and productivity gains. However, targets may be difficult to achieve, requiring compromises in product features, quality, or reliability. The last one is throughput costing. This theory focuses on identifying and managing throughput. Throughput means the rate at which a system generates revenue. Only costs that impact throughput are suitable, making overhead and idle capacity costs irrelevant. Throughput costing aims to maximize productivity and profitability. However, it may result in underinvestment in the capacity that limits growth.
So, dear learners, that's all about today's class. In conclusion, we want to express our utmost gratitude to all the viewers and subscribers who took the time to watch our classes. Your support and engagement have been overwhelming, and we cannot express enough how much it means to us. Creating content for this platform has always been our passion, and your positive feedback and constructive criticism have helped us improve and grow as a content creator. We hope that this video has provided you with value and inspiration. We want to encourage you to share your thoughts and suggestions for future videos. Your input is invaluable to us, and we are always looking for ways to enhance your viewing experience. So please, do not hesitate to reach out to us through the comments or any other social media platforms. Thank you, once again, for your unwavering support, and we are genuinely excited to embark on this journey with all of you.